Dear God, I come before you today in my role as a parent to ask your loving direction, protection, and blessing for my son. I hope that he will always be aware of your grace and that your hand of blessing will always be upon him. Please make it possible for him to experience your grace in his life. Every day, I hope that God would bless my son with good health and a happy life. Please guard him against illness, injury, and any other kind of damage, and bless him with vitality, strength, and good health. I hope that as he grows older and matures, he does so in a way that is congruent with the divine purpose you have for him, and that he is always aware of how much he is loved and appreciated. Please assist me in guiding my kid in the proper route as he navigates the highs and lows that life has to offer. Help him make choices that are in his best interests, create resiliency and tenacity, and cultivate the grit to pursue his goals by guiding and supporting him through the decision-making process. I pray that he will always be guided by your love and wisdom, and that he will one day figure out why he was sent on this world in the first place. I pray for both the physical and mental well-being of my kid, as well as for his growth as a spiritual being. I pray that the ups and downs of life are handled with grace and fortitude by him, and that he is gifted with a strong sense of self-worth and confidence. I also pray that he is given the capacity to handle those ups and downs with composure. Please protect him from unhealthy relationships and people who have a bad impact on him, and make sure he is surrounded by positive, uplifting people who will support and encourage him in whatever he decides to do with his life. I would want to ask that you lend me your help in order for me to become the best possible father. I pray to God that he will give me the patience, knowledge, and strength to bring up my son in the right way, and that I will be able to set a good example for him in terms of the values and behaviors that will help him mature into a caring, responsible, and compassionate adult. I also pray that I will be able to provide a good example for him in terms of the values and behaviors that will help him become a good person. I hope that I will always be able to provide my son comfort, guidance, and support, and that he will always be aware that he can come to me for help and advice when he needs it. I also pray that I will always be able to do these things for him. My hope and prayer is that you would surround my son with the love and support of a large community consisting of his family and friends. I pray that he is continuously surrounded by people who will support and inspire him, as well as those who will aid him in maturing into the version of himself that is the most ideal. May he also be a force for good in the lives of those who are closest to him, and may he also be someone who makes a contribution to the overall well-being of people all across the world. Every night before I go to bed, I pray for the success of my kid. I beg you, please provide him with the chances and the resources that will enable him to achieve his ambitions and his aspirations. May he be blessed with those things. I will pray for him to be successful in whatever line of work or vocation he has chosen, and that he will have the chance to make a contribution to the world that is important via the connections he makes in the course of his job. Please lead him in his decision-making and support him in doing so in such a manner that he always makes decisions that are in accordance with your goal and purpose. Thank you for your assistance. I beg you, for the sake of my child, to bestow upon him the gift of a happy and prosperous life. I pray that he will be able to discover joy in even the most insignificant of experiences and that he will never lose his sense of gratitude for the blessings that you have bestowed onto his life. I pray that he finds love and companionship, and that one day he is rewarded with the opportunity to build his own family that is full with pleasure and good health. May he be blessed with love and company. I make these prayers in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, who instructed us to love one another just as much as you have loved us. Please hear and answer my prayers in the name of your Son. I ask that you listen to my prayer and answer to it in his name. Amen.